Stephen Hawking, the famous astrophysicist, explained the structure of the universe, I feel, in an incredibly clear way. In fact, it took a long time, most of his life, to find this understanding of the world. Initially, he thought that energy got lost, that energy is just lost in black holes. And towards the end of his life, he started to realize that the universe is structured in a different way. He said the starting point is singularity, a very scientific term. And what he means simply is that everything is one. There's no separation. There is only oneness. And out of this, in experience we can probably best describe as the Big Bang. This opens up and different vibrations emerge. Different vibrational strands emerge. And suddenly we experience on different levels, on the physical level, on higher vibrational levels. There is a myriad of different vibrations in the universe. And this creates every single experience one can possibly have, or that is ever had in the universe. And then, whether with the force of a black hole or towards the end of the cycle, all this is condensed with incredible force back into singularity. So one could argue that the singularity is the divine, everything, divine consciousness. And of course, when this opens up into different vibrational strands, these strands cannot be outside all that is. So it is within everything that is, within the singularity, that suddenly there is an experience over a certain time of different vibration levels. And this is where we are at present. And we can make sense and we can change this experience through the use of Reiki. Once we are becoming aware and feel our connection and feel this awareness inside that we are singularity, that we are consciousness. It is a fascinating concept, and this is what we can do as Reiki Masters. Hello and a very, very warm welcome to my Reiki Masterclass, Stepping into Consciousness, the new level of Reiki mastery. And in fact, what we'll be looking at together here is the idea, the fact that there has been an evolution in the system of Reiki. And this is something I never thought I would ever say in my life. After all, I try to really uncover the truth and the depth in Reiki, the original teachings, because it changed my life so much. It got me back from the brink of suicide. I didn't want to carry on living anymore. And it brought me back on track with a new career, with a new understanding of life, with new confidence and new happiness. And I've trained over 10,000 students over the last decade. And I can just say, of course, I'm not an exception. This is what Reiki does. So why does a system so amazing need an evolution? Well, it's not really an evolution. It is a deeper use and a deeper understanding of what it can do. It's not adding something else, but it's going so deep that we feel we are on a different vibrational level. And of course, this is what Reiki does. Reiki raises our vibrations. This is why the body heals, because Reiki raises the vibration and the body can heal itself. This is why we get intuitive insight, because we open up to another level of understanding. This is where we can feel more love and self-acceptance and connect to other people more deeply, even can send a treatment over a distance, because we step into this vibrational level of interconnectedness. Reiki works on different vibrational levels. And yet, when it comes to the master level, quite frankly, the teachings have been very limited. Normally, people learn about the history of Reiki, about the different symbols, about all the uses of Reiki, and we just really understand the system as it is. People also learn how to give attunements, at least in most courses, unless they are split in two parts, and train, teach, and attune other people. But really, primarily, this is what the master level normally does. The new and deeper understanding is that on the master level, we open up to yet another level of existence as a soul. We are, well, on the three-dimensional level, we are in a body. So we are on the physical level, and Reiki helps with this. We can open up to intuitive insight and sense guidance and being connected to the spirit world. We realize that we are eternal beings. That is another level. We can connect to our heart and open our heart so that we can really deeply connect with other people, understand them more deeply, give a treatment even over a distance. So these three levels of level of form, level of spirit, and level of interconnectedness is what Reiki is based on. On the master level, though, we can reach another level. And to a certain degree, this was, well, to a huge degree, this was really overlooked. And once we understand this, and once we experience this, everything changes. We can become the most incredible Reiki teacher, Reiki sharer, Reiki practitioner. We change our lives in ways I never really thought possible. And I'm saying that because I have gone through these steps, and all I can say is it has changed me dramatically. The master level is not just a level of being a master, meaning really understanding how to give Reiki treatments and how to use Reiki, how to use Reiki as a lifestyle, and how to teach Reiki. It is stepping into our true being. The synonym for that is often called the light. And the master level is all about the light. And the mantra for the master symbol is all about the brightest, greatest light in the universe. But what does it really mean? It means we see the truth. But what is the truth? The truth is that we are not just individual souls. We are not just connected to a higher level or to the source. We have got this very source, the divine being within us. And the most appropriate word for that is consciousness. We are not just conscious of what's going on around us. We are not just conscious that there are more levels to our existence, but we are consciousness. Consciousness is in everything. Divine consciousness looks at everything, observes everything, realizes everything, and experiences through us. So by stepping into this level, we can change things on the basis of we don't want that experience anymore. We don't want the illness. We don't want the suffering. We don't want the frustration. We don't want the limitation. we can change it. We have the power to change that. We can make a direct connection to the highest level, our origin in the universe, the absolute supreme light being, source of the universe. And the master symbol can help us taking this step. The result is that we can give much more powerful Reiki treatments, that we feel Reiki much more powerfully ourselves, that we can manifest and change on the level of where the original problems occurred, and because we understand why they were there and how they can change. We can create not just a different life, we can create a different world. This is what Reiki mastery really is. And I do not say that lightly, I say that very humbly, but I felt very, very guided when I started this journey and starting to go deeper into all this. In fact, I was often sitting there and writing or indeed filming, videotaping or dictating something, and I just realized it was just coming right through me. And Mikao Sui, the founder of Reiki, was there. And he told me that had he had more time in his life, he only had 4 years to bring Reiki into the world and create the entire system that we today know as Reiki. He would have taken this next step into consciousness. He gave this master symbol, he showed it to his master student, said, this is where it can get. But now we are ready. And maybe that is an evolutionary process, not just of the system of Reiki, but of the world, that we are at a level where we can really step into this higher power. And indeed, the world, well, needs it. It needs it more than ever. We are at a time where we have climate disaster, we have weapons of mass destruction, we have got artificial intelligence. We can make ourselves completely obsolete. We can extinguish ourselves as humankind on this planet. And we are very close to that. Or we can step into consciousness and we can realize that we can change, that everything can change, and that we can be individually pivotal for this step. We can help others and guide others to do that. So the world needs more Reiki. The world needs more Reiki masters, but Reiki masters who are really feeling this deep connection, the light, the incredible level of energy that we can step into when we use Reiki. And this is what this masterclass is all about. I will just tell you straight away that I'm filming it because this is an introduction to the Reiki Master Training that I call Reiki Science Master Training that I have just completed filming. And it's a complete step-by-step course for every level of Reiki. I believe it is the most comprehensive, but it's also the first that takes this additional step of stepping into consciousness. And I want to show you some excerpts, some highlights, some information from the course so that you get an understanding what the new level of Reiki mastery really means and how incredibly powerful it is. It brings more peace, it brings more happiness, it brings more harmony, it brings more momentum to really bring Reiki into the world. And I say that again, I never thought I would say that. I just felt, well, this is Reiki, and I just use Reiki. But the fact that we don't just use Reiki, but that we can really become one with Reiki, one with the light, and share this simply by being somewhere. And people sense that the energy changes, that the vibrations are lifted, are raised just by our presence. This is what we can do as Reiki masters. I do a little exercise every single day. And I would like to invite you to just do this exercise with me. I suppose you probably have learned Reiki, so I would just like to invite you to just bring your hands together and connect to Reiki for a moment. And then just feel your feet on the ground. Feel your connection with the level of form, the planet, and feel your body. And then bring your awareness to your third eye and open your third eye and realize your connection to the spirit world, to intuition and guidance, to the harmony this brings. Then bring your awareness to your heart and let Reiki help you to open your heart and feel the love that you have and the love that you are. And now open your crown chakra and feel your connection with the entire universe. Feel not just a connection, but that you are a divine being. Feel the divine consciousness flowing in you and through you. And then just take a moment to thank Reiki and come back into the here and now. I do that every single day. We are physical beings. We are spiritual beings. We are interconnected. And we are something beyond all this. We are true divine essence. And we can feel this. And this is why Reiki works. This is why it works on the physical level, on the level of intuition and guidance, on seeing the world in different ways, on our feelings, on finding more harmony and balance, because it brings this light in us. It opens us to the awareness that there is divine consciousness within us. But we can really use this. We can use this so powerfully that we can change, well, our lives and other people's lives. What I so love about Reiki is that it is not a belief system. In fact, we don't need to believe in anything to do with Reiki, and I didn't initially. We just need to experience it. And we don't even need to be open to it. We just need to say, okay, I'll give it a try. But once we start experiencing it, we realize that there is a huge level that is very, very difficult to explain. And that it works on different vibrational levels. And the step to explaining it, or the way to explaining it, the way to deepen these levels of understanding are the symbols. Mikao Usui introduced symbols into the system of Reiki, not to make it like a secret system, but to give people a shortcut to immediately step into different vibrational levels. And this is what we will be doing in the next masterclass. We'll be looking at the different symbols in the system of Reiki, what they stand for, what they mean, why they're there, and get a deeper understanding of this incredible system that Mikao Usui has created from a master's perspective. We will also look at the science behind Reiki, the scientific research into Reiki, and the science within Reiki. This is where the idea of Reiki science comes from, that we can scientifically prove and understand Reiki, but also once we understand Reiki properly, we can start realizing that Reiki is a science, a way to understand the world in itself.